A solar-powered turtle that supplies electricity to the entire village, a sea cucumber that produces clean running water, reusable flaming green algae spheres, and even a bizarre ecological skunk. This skunk's gas can be used as fuel. The little skunk works so hard. That's right, this is the most eco-friendly village in the world, where everything is completely natural. Toriko and Komatsu came to this village to obtain the final ingredient for Fortune Sushi. As soon as they reached the foot of the mountain, several arrows were fired straight at Toriko. With a single chop of his hand, he split the arrows in half. It turned out to be Toriko's friend, Aimaru. Aimaru brought them into the village and prepared a feast to welcome Toriko. The next day, everyone set out to gather ingredients. At that moment, a man came running after a rabbit. He was the village chief, Nonchy. Nonchy introduced them to the unique features of the eco village and then led them to find the final ingredient, Eco Nori. It grows on the back of solar-powered turtles. When the turtle runs out of energy, the Eco Nori on its back falls off, and its flavor is incredibly delicious. But it doesn't come for free. If you want Eco Nori, you have to help the village chief with some work. Recently, it had been raining frequently, and the turtles weren't generating enough power, so Toriko had to manually generate electricity. To get the Eco Nori, he worked incredibly hard. Soon, the turtle's shell began to glow, a sign that it was fully charged. The recharged solar turtle became lively again. When the villagers heard that a strong young man had arrived, they all brought their own turtles. Toriko didn't refuse anyone, big or small. He charged them all. Although Toriko was exhausted, he managed to collect a huge amount of Eco Nori. With that, all the ingredients for Fortune Sushi were finally complete. Toriko and Komatsu went to find Chief Nonchy, who was a master sushi chef. Faced with a pile of premium ingredients, he showed a strange fondness for the giant stinky durian, even kicking it a few times. At that moment, the villagers carried something over. It was the chief's cutting board. The board was over 10 meters long, leaving Komatsu completely stunned. The chief grabbed an ingredient larger than a person and tossed it onto the board, then slammed it down with a wrestling move. He followed up with elbow strikes, pounding the meat like a fighter. Using combat techniques to process the ingredients, he kept going from day to night, from sunset to a sky full of stars, completely exhausted. And with all the ingredients used up, he finally created a giant sushi. This sushi was tens of thousands of meters tall, with its top piercing straight into the clouds. Toriko and Komatsu were absolutely stunned. With this massive sushi, they could finally head to the gourmet forest.